was very quick this evening as well. Normally I get at least an hour or two in before the stream, Twitch goes mental. What is it just about my stream? It's probably all that talk about grinding, no doubt. Hopefully everything's looking alright for you guys. I'm not showing any dropped frames. I think it was just a random disconnection.
What do you need?
Are we all good? Yeah, it still looks fine my end. Hopefully it's alright for you guys. Are we back online? I shall wait just for a moment, just in case people are having problems connecting to the stream. If you could confirm if it looks alright, that would be great. Anyway, I'll continue with the strategy that I just discussed, getting these extra thieves along the way. I'll explain if anyone misses anything, don't worry. Not that much going on. In terms of it, seems alright, good. Or at least it is for you, Morgan. If anyone is having any problems, just let me know. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do, but I'll certainly try and do something. I'll turn it off and back on again.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, so we've taken a little bit of a hit in terms of the money. What was in the old house? I do feel like exploring. Not
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Not specifically with a thief. We could get a summon behind there. It reveals some of the map to us, and hopefully we should be able to get a peek in terms of what's in that old house. Main reason being as it might hold some riches for us. I don't think it was mine. I think the stream was just disconnected temporarily. I think OBS just dropped out. Not a lot, don't worry. As discussed, I've recruited 2 new thieves, just brought them along here. They're waiting to pounce on this guy. So hopefully we can maybe get 6 lots of poison in, depending on how many thieves die. We've got some a decent amount of Grove mana saved up, just in case we need it. I've summoned in this Ent, just to see what's in this old house. I'd like to see what's inside it. The easiest way to do it is just to summon an Ent in. I can't be bothered sending a thief along there. This doesn't look too bad. The mage is... sorry, not mage, wizard is looking like a potential problem. Could have done with a little extra power from our archer to take down the mage. The wizard, sorry. I know. I'm hoping to go after some of these ruins, which should give us a decent income. Well, not income. A decent cash injection, let's say.
What do you need?
I wonder if that's going to be possible with past Clyde. I don't think so. We're not going there yet. And the only other ruin we have is this one down here with the Yeti. And I think that's probably pushing it. So we'll hang fire for now.
Let's get this over with.
Oh god, what we got here? Hymn of the Clans increases by 15% the initiative of the target units. We obviously don't have any runestone mana at the moment, so it would hold no initial value for us. Whether there's any runestone mana on the map, I can't see any here. Presumably there's some within some of the Mountain Clans territory, but I don't think it's worth 500 gold coins. I think he's taking the piss. Why should we not have dealings? Because you're an idiot. That is why. They always go in with an offer of 100 gold more than it's worth, doesn't it? Speak of the dwarf. Yes. Right, let's get to poisoning. Okay, we can potentially get 2 poisons in on this with this thief. If she succeeds, she does. Let's have another one. Excellent. It's 2 poisons already. Still can't quite remember how much damage the poison does. I think, is it 15%? Allow spells to the Mountain Clans. That's not a bad idea, actually. Okay, this is going suspiciously well. I'd like to get to a point where we can just one-shot the Warlock and Shade in the first turn. That would be marvellous. We will see, though. Ah! Never mind. I think the backup plan is probably to take down the Shade in 1 turn. I think that's probably going to be enough damage to defeat her. Take some damage from the Warlock, get rid of him the next turn. And then the Centaur's Savage is going to have to take 100 HP of damage from the zombies. Let's give this a try. Where is it? Cell spell? I guess they might want Bramble. Send off. I've never done this before. This is new territory for me. I've never sold a spell to anyone else before. Does make sense. I can't imagine they would have any Grove mana native to their lands. I'm tempted to go in with a slightly cheaper offer, just for an assured deal. Well, it's the last time I'm trying that. That's all I can say. If they don't know a good deal when one's presented to them, then they can just go and yeah, tend to their beards. That's all I can say. Alright, looks like we can take down the Shade. She's... yeah. Only had about 55 HP left. It's more than doable. Yeah, we need to get a tree summoned in there. The Warlock will attack and we'll take some damage, but that should be it. And I'm quietly confident we should get enough experience to get Slut Summoner leveled up. But we'll see. I might regret saying that. There were some fairly powerful units. Ah, this game. This game. I mean, just look. Look at it. Speechless. I really am. So we need to find 1 experience point for Slut Summoner. Alright, yeah, well, we've got enough mana to research some more spells and then sell them on. So we can definitely give that a try. Oh, the pain, mine. Everyone's been there, haven't they? This little party is looking like our best option just to get a little bit of experience. There's a couple of peasants in there. Nothing too drastic. I think that's looking fine. It's not something I could do with some healing though. So let's bring him around to this city, I think.
What do you need?
We'll ask Clyde politely to vacate the area.
You found me. Liaga?
And they're not up to much, so it looks like we're ending the turn there. Wow. Actually seen some action from one of the rival lords. I believe it was just a thief because it was someone on their feet. And as we know, all the Legion leaders are flying.
Liaga?
Guess we could start poisoning these guys. Let's see what the chances of success is. 80%. I like that. I will not continue though, because I think it's going to be at least 2 more turns before Slot Summoner is in a position to attack. Probably do a little bit of extra damage with spells just to make that battle a bit easier.
Hurrah!
You found me.
11 1 spells, you can sell them at about 100 gold. Oh, for God's sake. I'll deal with that in a moment. Level 2 spells, you could spell them for around 300 gold. Sorry, that's me. Okay. We'll give it a try. Ice Shield. Ice Shield is not too bad a spell, actually. 10% damage from attacks. It's not great, but for 100 runestone mana, it's not terrible. I might buy it. I'm going to buy it. Thank you very much. Such skill. I'm going to buy it and then use your little strategy mine to try and recoup some of those costs. We are getting 200 gold every turn. I've just seen. I didn't think we were getting that much. So that's a nice thing. Ice Shield is good. You get good. I think you get good value for your mana with that particular spell. So I'm going to pop you in there. Let's give this a try. Let's sell Ice Shield back to him. Ha! It was worth trying. Anyway, let's give him this. No, let's stick with Bramble. We'll go in with at 100, like you mentioned. 9. I'm not going any lower than 100. That would be just embarrassing. So you can sod off. Maybe he desperately needs the money, which is why he's selling spells to me. Oh. I'm not going to entertain any further trades with him if he's just going to keep taking the piss. I would agree, yeah, absolutely. Maybe just taking the piss. I'm not a bank. Sod off. Seriously. You must have some terrible cash flow problems, that's all I can say. Oh, we can't sell summoning spells, can we not? That is interesting. Right, okay, time to step up our efforts, I think. Let's get to poisoning, 80%. Hoping we won't lose any thieves. If we do, then fuck this game. Need to bring you down and around, I think. Just leave the path clear just so Slot Summoner can get in there. Keep poisoning. This is good. Excellent. It's 4 lots of poison. Then I think, just because we only want the 1 XP, let's go for a Bramble. Finish off the peasants and probably the archer. And then we can just go in and clean up. So another Bramble isn't going to kill them outright, is it? I'm slightly concerned it is, actually. Because the marksman has 90 HP max. Squire does have 100. It's probably not worth it. I don't want to risk actually just killing the entire party when all I really want is 1 XP. their goal is they get a permanent unlimited gold mine. Or is that in terms of the starting gold? Oh, for God's sake. That's just bad luck. That seems a bit excessive if they also get huge amounts of mana as well. Well, that could have gone better. Never mind. It would have if we actually managed to kill the two peasants and the archer at the top, just to reduce the damage coming into Slot Summoner. There we go. Level 6. That was a fairly arduous task, I'll admit. I'm not entirely sure which way to go now. I kind of want to show you the mages, because we've not done anything with mages so far, and it would be nice to have a little bit of extra damage from the back line. I don't want another leader. Let's bring out an adept. What we're looking at with the adepts, 45 initiative, so they're a little bit quicker than your average mage. 15 damage to all units, with a stupidly low amount of HP. So it's been a while since I've seen the mages, so it's mainly for my own curiosity. I just want to see what they're like. I remember them being not bad. I remember one of them definitely having an interesting ability attached to their attack. But we shall see. He sold an artifact to the AI for 6,000 gold. Huh. Oh no, that is tempting. No, we've got our own healing spell. Piss off. I don't care if that's not what you wish to hear. That's just stupid. Where we got leadership? There it is. Thank you very much. Not even going to bother looking at the rest. Definitely just want leadership. You suggested healer just for this map. Recommend them on the next map. The healers. Ah, you know me. I'm not one to go for the easy option, mine. Let's go for mages. Just for the lols. Whoops. Definitely don't want you on the front line. We would be completely mental. Healer that gives air wards. Oh, I take it we're up against the Empire in the next map then. Yeah, we can do that. That seems like a very good kind of option. Having said that, we are up against another race where a different type of healer would be useful as well, but I want a mage, damn it. Let's just have a mage. Just for curiosity. Let's have a look at the mage upgrade tree. Here we are. So they've got a bit of a strange one. The best thing to do is just ignore everything on this side, because this is the elves variant of the Titan or werewolves, because they get griffins and it's a 2-space unit, and you'll see that it's something that actually promotes to a Skylord. I might showcase these. I might use them in one mission. They're not, I mean, they're nothing fantastic. They're a lot of HP, so you can use them as a decent tanking unit. But they're fairly underwhelming, to be honest, for a 2-space unit. You meant for this map? Oh, I see. Maybe I will see that. Maybe I'll have to go back on my word and swap out the mage for a healer. We will see. We will have to remain flexible, I think. Anyway, we're getting a cupola, which will give us a channeler. Allow our, is it adept? Allows our adept to upgrade to channelers. This guy does a lightning blast attack. It's just your standard upgrade for mages. Just get a double the damage. Channeler can guide lightning from the heavens straight to the enemy ranks, and then we'll have a look at these two when we have a little bit more money, I think. Let's build the cupola. And then probably start thinking about getting the upgrade structure for this guy, because he's fairly close to upgrading. That's okay, mate. It's not just me playing, it's us all playing. I appreciate your input, as always.
Why?
You can just sit there chilling out.
You found me.
We've got our thieves just hanging around. We need a new target. Might as well try and go for this city, I guess. Oh, skeleton champion's looking nasty. I think leaving this guy here makes perfect sense, because I think it's this party which is blocking the enemy AI, which is the rival lords, into our lands. So I'm quite happy for him to just stay there. That, and it's just a ridiculously overpowered army, definitely with a white. We have no way to kill him quite easily. That is true, yeah. That's a bit of a long-term goal for Slut Summoner. Get him on the front row so we can really make use of the back row. Absolutely, I would agree with that. Might give him the natural armor buff at some point. That would be helpful. I think we can go for this city. See no reason why not. 65% chance of success, quite similar to the one we had before. I think it's almost exactly the same. So let's start poisoning. Hopefully we don't see any deaths. Oh, this is going very well. Wow. So these units the units in the city will get a little bit more regeneration than normal, because they're still garrisoned in the city. But I still think it was a good idea just to get a head start on poisoning them in this turn. I wonder if he's going to be able to reach there in one turn. There are a couple of roads in the way. It does, I don't know, depends if this lack of 4 movement points. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to strategize. No, let's just leave it, I think. Let's not be too hasty with our money. Yeah, that is true. Weapons Master would be lovely. I'm slightly concerned about the fact that the Dwarven lands seem to be pushing back against our own land growth. Hopefully taking this city will help that. The more cities you have, the more your land will grow each turn. We need to push the Dwarven lands back and try and get a hold of this runestone mana, just so we can use that ice shield spell that we got before. Oh, excellent, yeah, you can make it.
Make an old man stand around in this weather.
In which case, let's continue poisoning. Oh, this is good. Can we go for another one? Yes. Ideal position would be to kill these two guys on the back line instantly. It might not be necessary, actually. You can kill the initiate straight away, fire the second arrow at the Spectre, then the mage may be able to kill him. I'm going to give that a try. I think we've done enough damage there. I don't want to risk the thieves anymore because they trust me for some strange reason. So I've got to kind of give them a reason to trust me.
If I must.
Right, yeah, kill the initiate. Take a sizable chunk out the Spectre, and then the mage should be able to finish him off. So strange. I'm so used to feeling more down here ever since I had a shave. I don't really have a beard to stroke. I think it's affecting my powers of judgment. How much XP do you need? 75. That shouldn't take long at all. Now that sounded like a lady. A little which is a bit strange because I'm pretty sure that this mage promotes into a man. They're very liberal with their gender fluidity in this game, which is nice. 39 XP, not bad at all for something fairly low risk. The stench of death plagues this town. What has happened here? Sir, upon searching the surroundings, we found several tombs that have been desecrated and emptied. The locals claim that the corpses were moved to the ruined temple of Dargonel. Dargonel? That is not an ancient elven ruin. Or is that not an ancient ruin? Oh, it's there. Well, that makes sense because it's turned into undead people. So, there we go. Was there anything in the city? Nothing in the garrison. Cheapskates. Oh well. Moving on. We need another fairly weak party to prey upon. That could possibly do it. The problem with this party is all of them are very quick. So we would take a decent amount of damage. I don't know whether the archers would go for our adept, or whether they'd go for Slut Summoner. The archers do seem to like going for Slut Summoner at the moment. Getting closer to the fresh meat. Way! Kinky. This party is it's putting me off by means of the skeleton champion, I'll be honest. It's pretty slim pickings otherwise. That Master Thug must be a fairly high level to have a little blue sword above his head. I might divert my attention to this area. More bloody Master Thugs. Why is it always Master Thugs? This is looking like the easiest one then. Let's see if we can do some poisoning. Right, Slut Summoner is out of movement points, so we can just test the waters as it were, but not actually go for the poison. 80%. I like those odds. So we'll position both of these two. Oh, she's already moved. Fine. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you only use the poison from one of them. Yeah, we can set this up so we can get some decent poisoning going on the next turn.
Let's get this over with.
Besides, his Centaur Savage needs a little bit of healing, and we should probably save up a little bit of extra gold for the upgrade structure for the Archer as well. Looked like a little bit of territorial conflict going on here, because the Legions of the Damned ground grow out from there. It makes me think they've got a rod there, so hopefully the Legions and the clans are tearing strips out of each other. That would suit us fine, while we pretend to be in an alliance with the Dwarves, of course. Okay, well, let's get some poisoning going. 80%. That's good. 80% is absolutely fine. I'd be fairly surprised if any of them were to fail because of this. Good. Be careful of the legions. I expect we're probably going to run into one of their main parties sooner or later. We do seem to be fairly well protected by these powerful parties. I'm assuming there's going to be another powerful party up here, just stationary there, guarding the way. Even if you think the leaders are dead. Okay. Message received and understood. Thank you.
You're wasting my time.
Oh, shut up, you. So I think the next turn we'll do maybe 2 more poisonings and then move the thieves out the way, otherwise we're not going to be able to get in to do some damage to these thugs.
Let's get this over with.
Should probably get this guy fully healed up because he's going to take a lot of damage from these very quick units on the front. Good. Excellent. And then with the other thief we'll do 1 more and then move her out the way, because I don't think Slut Summoner can actually get to him. Oh, we can. Shut my mouth. Is it worthwhile doing it? Is it worthwhile taking a chance? I think all of these guys can be taken down in one hit anyway. Oh, it was the archers I was worried about, wasn't it? In case they go for the adept. Just the demonologist is the only guard. Ah, I see. I wonder why we've not seen any troops for enemy lord troops. Oh, that is true, yeah. Let's build that. Let's build that building I've been wanting to build for far too many turns. Back to the ranges. Upgrade tree. We're going for the hideout. For the brigand, who gets a massive damage boost. We're getting, instead of 2 lots of 30 damage, we're getting 2 lots of 55 damage. That's fine. You keep me right, mine. Splendid. Because he's not too far off that level up, and I wouldn't like to stunt his growth at all. Yeah, I'm still slightly concerned that these archers can kill the adept in one turn. Are they going to go for Slut Summoner though? That's the question. I have had a bit of a crazy idea. Let's put Slut Summoner there. Maybe he can soak up some damage. Actually, no. He might take all the damage and die. That's not a good idea, probably. It wouldn't be the first time I've done that, mine. Let's be honest. I'm sure it's a highlight of the stream, me constantly face palming. Who are the archers going to go for? And can we potentially kill them? Oh, they're going for Slut Summoner anyway. That's fine. In that case, I'm going to use the bandit, sorry, to get rid of some of these guys. Okay, that'll do. There is a debuff as well for damage. This is true. I don't think that it would be enough for us to push it down below the 35 HP that the adept has, sadly. I think, is it maybe just 10% or something like that? Oh, we were fine though. They seem much more concerned with Slut Summoner. Maybe they see any kind of summoning unit as a high priority to kill. I don't know. Whoops. I can only assume that. Okie dokie. Let's do a little bit of extra scouting with this thief. Man at Arms is at least level 5, which is a little bit random. And 10%. That would reduce it by 5. So it would still be... No, it wouldn't reduce it by 5, it would reduce it by 2, wouldn't it? Because the start off was 25, so reduce down to 23-ish. So they'd still do a minimum of 46 between them. Which is a bit of a shame. Never mind. We carry on. Okay. That's probably looking like a bit too much, I would have said. I don't think this is too bad.
Whoa, Lassell.
What do you need?
Liaga? You found me.
Whoa, Lassell.
Should probably send him back for some more healing. Anyway, I don't think we can take any more turns, so we might as well decide on that when we've finished this one. Another question of the day. You've been watching too many of my early Legions of the Damned playthrough videos, mate. That's when I used to do my question of the day, wasn't it? Back when I used to actually record the enemy turns, and they would take ages. It would take at least maybe about 30 seconds to a minute. And considering the videos were only 20 minutes long, you know, it's a sizable chunk of the video. So I thought the only thing I could think of is just filling that up with mindless banter and thought of the question of the day. I've no idea what the unit of my creation would be. I'm not sure. In terms of the unit tree, I would have liked them to expand upon.
Stand around in this weather.
I would have liked to have seen some more human mages. Undead, I'm fairly happy with. I think the undead have a nice balanced upgrade trees. I think the legions needed more variety in terms of the one space units, but I suspect what they were going for is that the legions were a very two space heavy army. In which case I would have liked to see some variation on the gargoyles. That would have been fantastic. But how much variation you could have done, I'm not too sure. I would have probably added some sort of viable option in terms of the undead dragons, because I still think they're by far the most useless set of units in Disciples. There's an option to disable the animations when it's the enemy's turn. Does that mean they just suddenly start popping up throughout the map? I can imagine that's fairly hard to keep track of, though, isn't it? Or have you tried? I'm going to bring this thief around. I'm just going to see what kind of chance of success we have in terms of poisoning these guys. Still 80%, this is excellent. So they're becoming very much a viable target. We will see, though. They do start to pop up. I can imagine that's quite confusing, though, is it not? Because you don't know where the enemies have come from, and seeing how the enemies move and from where they've appeared is a fairly good idea to see how things are moving, generally. Or maybe it's just me. I might just be easily confused. I'm not like you young'uns. More thugs, excellent. Just what we need. More thugs, yes, please. Right, I see. So, this... I'm guessing this party is kind of like the eastern equivalent of this party. So we've got this party guarding this path as a kind of what I call sentry unit. It looks like this is the one on this side of the map which is preventing the enemy AI getting closer in and moving into our land. So I'm going to leave them there. I'm quite happy for them to just chill. I've no doubt that the turns go faster, yeah. I can imagine. Whether or not I'd be able to know or figure out what the hell's happening, I'm not too sure. Option would be useful when you play the third map of the legions. Remind me what that one is again. There are 2 traps around the new area. Around here. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much left of this area, but we'll investigate fully in due course. We've got 500 gold. Now I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be enough, but let's see if it is enough to build our next upgrade structure for our mages. It is 500 gold for the elementarium. However one pronounces such a word. That will give us the Theurgist. Is it a man? Is it a woman? I don't know. I don't want to speculate. It could be either. I really don't know. I'm having very confused emotions over this visage. The Theurgist harnesses the power of a raging storm to shatter the armour of his rivals. It's a man! It does look like he's concealing something here. Could be a small saucer. Could be... I don't know, maybe he wants to be a lady. That's nothing wrong with that. I just find it a bit confusing. Anyway. He does an attack in the form of lightning storm and shatter. Now it's not a big damage increase from the channeler, which does 30. but it's the shatter effect that we're more interested in. From experience, I think this is right. It removes a certain amount of armor from the enemy units that it hits. I think, if memory serves. Or we could just go for the High Council and get an Archon, which is just a straight up damage boost. Fairly nice one actually. Get a bit more of a boost than you would from a normal tier 2 to tier 3 mage upgrade. It's when you have to tell Hubert to be your friend or you kill his virgins. Oh yeah, I think I remember that one. Yes. I tried to block the images of Hubert Delaney out of my mind. It's just a little bit weird. You can't shatter Guardian's capital armor. Am I right in thinking you can't shatter armor which is bestowed upon units because of city armor buffs as well? Also, I do really like the look of the Elementarium in the back there, surrounded by lightning. That's awesome. Anywho, let us move swiftly on. Summoner is looking a bit damaged, so I think it would probably be a little bit preemptive of us to start moving him out to attack this unit. I think we could probably do some poisoning though, especially with an 80% chance of success. At least that was the theory anyway. Not much point in doing any poisoning with this thief, I guess. Maybe we could give it a try. That's fine. Some of the poison damage might carry forward. They are fairly damaged, so that might be alright. That might pay off for us. Yeah, you're going to have to stay there to get some more healing, I think. The map has a lot of Empire leaders when the odds are cruel. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. There's not much I remember about the Elven campaign or its units, I'll be honest, mine. Vithar's Might is yet another good spell. Another good value for money one. Just 100 runestone mana, then your units inflict 10% more damage. But we don't have the money, so we're going to say yes. And then he's going to say, why should we not have dealings? It's because we don't have enough money, you pillock. But never mind. Probably happy with that amount of damage to these guys. Whoops. One thing we are going to have to do though is probably enlist the services of another thief. Oh shit. Just about got enough money, but we don't have to worry about any more upgrade structures now, so that's fine. The next map is your second favourite map of the Elven Saga. Can I ask what your most favourite one is? Or have we already played it? Some more poison and hopefully some more. Excellent. Time to research some spells as reminded by mine. Thank you very much. Can we research anything in tier 3 perhaps? Because we do have quite a lot of mana built up now. Create Root Grove is meh. Ent Major. I don't think the Ent Major was that good. It was just yet another beefier version of an Ent. That's the Life and Grove now. Will-O-Wisp, 50 points of air damage to target units. I do quite like Distraction. That's the one that jumps out at me. A nice debuff spell, but we don't have Death Mana, which is the drawback. Can we actually research any of these ones? Runestone, Life Grove. We've got all 3 of those. That just does direct damage. I'm not too bothered. Same as Gust. Reduces by 80 the armor of target units. We may well come up against armored units with the Legions of the Damned, but again we don't have Death Mana, and it is quite a lot of mana just for this effect. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, what do we have here? Galleon's Boon. Plus 50 to hit point maximum for enchanted units. That looks pretty awesome. And we can research 150 runestone, 300 life mana, 400 grove mana. I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. It's got a fairly hefty casting cost, but for this buff, 50 extra hit points is absolutely nothing to turn your nose up at. I'm going to go for that Galleon's Boon. Let's go balls out. Go for the top tier. Favourite is the very last map of the Elven Saga. I was expecting you to say that, yeah. So many possibilities to complete it, but there's a lot of grinding. I still can't remember how the Elven Saga how this Elven Saga ends. Probably because it's just been so long since I played this, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I've only played through the Elven Saga once. Plus you have to get 2 giants from the mountain clans. Plus you get to have 2 giants from the mountain clans. I see. Anyway, we have all that to look forward to, but we've got to figure out what we're doing with this at the moment. Can you reach these thugs? No, he's just outside. So that's fine. We'll get them to hang about there. Okay, these thieves are ready to keep poisoning. Ideal situation would be to get these units down so the marksman could be killed by the mage unit. Then we can use the archer to kill some of these front line troops before they even get to act. That's the plan. Whether it works out like that, I have no idea. Be nice. I'm not going to hold my breath though. And a Kingsguard. Nice. Kingsguards are awesome. I know I say the Dwarven clans are my least favourite race, but even I'll admit they have some really awesome units. They're just not my usual playing style. But I have to admit, some of the units are well thought out. They look awesome. And, you know, high tier playing, you know, with a really powerful army is very enjoyable. I will admit that much.
With pleasure.
It's looking that way, especially with that man-at-arms being at least level 5 by the looks of it. Okay, this looks good. Yeah, leveled up, definitely. We don't have the mana to do Galleon's Boon, or do we? Oh, 200 runestone mana, that would have been fantastic. I'm going to go for Ice Shield though, just in case, just to give ourselves a little bit of leeway. I'm slightly concerned that the marksmen are actually just going to one-shot the Adept now though. Would they do such a thing? Surely not. I'm quite concerned now. Cutthroat spell at them. Doesn't look like it would kill the marksman. I expect it would probably kill the thug.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I'm just gonna go for it. If we lose the Adept, then that's fine. We'll get us some experience elsewhere.
If I must.
Okay. Oh, right. So, fairly big decision. Do we kill the marksman? I'm considering killing one marksman and taking a shot at the matriarch. If the other marksman then goes for Slut Summoner, I'm not entirely sure if he will. I think he might go for the Adept. The Adept could kill the matriarch then. I don't really want the matriarch to actually get a a chance to heal anyone. I don't know, I get the feeling that letting the matriarch live would be... kill her in the next turn. But then she's gonna heal herself, so I'm not entirely sure if we have enough firepower to kill her once she's healed herself. That's the problem. I might just go completely for the matriarch. You don't trust the marksman. Right. Okay. I will bow to your experience in this case, mine. Let's kill the marksman. I just want to check these guys out. This guy is... didn't mean like that in terms of checking these guys out. Although he does look rather buff with that grumpy face. Actually looks like a figurine. This guy is level 6. Normally these guys do 25 damage. Although he is level 6, it's not got that much of a buff. It's just gone up to 40. Kill the very front row first after you kill the marksman. We'll give that a go. I think we can kill this spearman. He's level 2, so he's not going to do a huge amount of damage. So I think you're probably right. Leaving the marksman alive is just going to play havoc with our back line. Let's do that. Oh, that was a nice miss. Okay. You can kill the spearman. Probably should have killed the thug, actually, thinking about it. No, maybe not. I'm probably overthinking this. Let's get rid of the thug. There was very little difference in it. I think we still came off fairly well in terms of mitigating damage. Should get a nice amount of experience from this matriarch, plus 2 marksmen. Maybe a little bit from these guys on the front row, but a lot of the experience we're going to get is coming from this back line and fairly powerful units. But as you would expect, that was enough for the adept to level up. 96 experience for the others. Oh, bandit is tantalizingly close. We're going to get there. That went fairly well. It could have gone drastically different if I hadn't gone for the marksman, so that was a good call, mine. You know, credit where credit's due. Potion of fire warding. Right. Something to sell, I guess. Random. I think it might be wise going for this city.
Make it quick. Liaga?
Because we're going to get a lot of damage from these guys because they're all quite quick. All 3 of these armies. So we're going to need somewhere to rest in between battles. So let's take this city quite early. Of course you can, mine.
What do you need?
Hints are always welcome.
Liaga? You found me.
Thinking about getting another thief. I get the feeling that the chances of success for the thieves in this city is going to be lower than usual. We're not going to see the normal 80%, I don't think. Whoops.
You found me.
So another thief it is. Not just easy to get things. Okay. See, I would have thought you would welcome watching me fail mine. Thought it would at least be a laugh. I don't mind. It's always fairly good fun watching people fail. It's a little bit of a guilty pleasure. I don't mind that. I'm still going to go for this city. I'm not entirely sure if I'd class this city as an easy to get thing,
You found me.
but we'll see.
Let's get this over with.
Good evening, Beryl. How are you doing? How long have you been lurking there? Just ready to pounce. I think we're probably going to need to use... I might just be able to get away with just a potion of healing. Let's see how much damage we can do with the poisons.
I?
Make it quick,
Well,
Liaga.
maybe not punishment, just a challenge. You might see it as punishment. You might be relishing the fact that I'm being punished by making myself do this. I find it a rip-roaring challenge. I need to research another spell, because we've got loads of Grove mana, so let's do a level 2. Probably Confusion, as mine keeps on suggesting. Let's reduce some initiative of some prospective targets. Direct damage spells. We've got the thieves to do direct damage with the poisoning. Actually, healing might be nice. I'm going to go for healing. I've just convinced myself. Sold it to me. And then I'm going to cast that on this turn, actually. Some weird audio desync. I figured, yeah. I was hoping that's what it was. I exported, I think, the most recent video.
Make it quick.
Maybe it was the stream before that. Not the most recent Disciples stream before this one, but one before that. I exported it and uploaded it to YouTube and thought I would just have a quick look around, just to check the video like I normally do. And by the end, the audio was really desynchronized with the video in terms of me speaking, and it just looked a bit odd, which was a bit strange. I don't know what's causing that. I'm wondering if it's because of Twitch. I don't know if you were around earlier, but the stream disconnected randomly, as it normally does. I was only about 10-20 minutes in, which is getting quite annoying, but you know, these things happen.
You found me.
I don't know whether that's causing it or
With
not.
pleasure.
It's just a bit annoying. Oh, 65%, so we might lose a thief or two.
I
There we
trusted
go.
you. You found me. With pleasure.
Well, at least we're successful with one. There's two.
Liaga? With pleasure. I trusted you.
Damn, that was a bad run of luck. We've done a fair amount of damage. Yeah, feel free to blame Twitch, as long as you don't blame me, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing that I've changed in terms of my settings. There's a desync for you as well, Morgan. I'm sorry. I can stop and restart the stream if it's really getting on people's nerves, but it's. I'd like to think it doesn't make the stream completely unwatchable. It just makes it look like it's badly dubbed, like a cheap Chinese knockoff movie, which I'm fine with. I'm quite happy to be associated with that. I think they're great. Anyway, do excuse me while I have some elixir. Okay, so that didn't go well for the thief. So a lot of these guys still have a lot of HP. Yeah, that was a fairly good remaster of the main menu. I can't say I had that much of a difference. I'll be painfully honest with you. But then again, there wasn't that much to remaster, if you know what I mean. There's not that much to the main menu soundtrack. But I still appreciated it. I think I might try out this Galleon's Boon. And then I realised that we need 200 Runestone Miner, so we're not going to try out Galleon's Boon. We'll try it out on probably a tougher opponent. I'd like to think we probably won't need it for this party. Centaur Savage is probably going to take a lot of damage from the front line, so I think we should be alright actually. Let's give it a go. Probably overthinking the whole thing. Although these thugs are doing a lot of damage. He goes for Slut Summoner. See what we're up against, a level 6 thug. He's doing 40 damage, which is nothing to be sniffed at, really. I would agree wholeheartedly, Beryl, with that. I think in terms of the rankings, it's got to be Sacred Lands with the best music, then Disciples 3, and then Disciples 2. I quite like the cheesiness of Sacred Lands. I mean, it's very, very, very cliche kind of thing. And it's very, very what you'd expect of a medieval kind of soundtrack. And I quite like that. You know, plays to its strengths. And the voice acting is just mental as well, let's face it. Anyway, back to the battle. Plan is, because hopefully the channeler should take his turn before the mage, because he has 5 initiative, I'm going to take 1 attack at the mage, then 1 at the marksman, then we can finish the marksman off in the next turn. Does that seem right? Yes, I think so. Channeler should hopefully be able to kill the mage. Get a tree summoned in, and then Centaur, what's his face, kills Master Thug. It's level 3. No, my beautiful strategy. Oh, it's just a Centaur Savage. As long as the people on the back line are fine, we should hopefully be okay. Ugh, it's very annoying. Oh, for God's sake, why is everyone bloody missing? It's the whole reason I gave him that banner. Fine. I really want to try and get rid of this Master Thug, preferably. Armor is going to reduce the channeler's damage by 10% down to 27, so he should still be able to kill the Master Thug. See if we can kill him. Excellent. That was more stressful than I expected. Oh, but hello, baby. We get a Brigand. Bringing the pain with 55 times 2 damage. That is excellent. 64 was quite a lot of experience, more than I was expecting. Rest assured that Drago will hear of this. What's the hell? What the hell's that name? Oh, the Pilgrims. I thought there was a H in there for some reason. If the Pilgrims will avenge their fallen brothers, your god is a fool. That was a nice little speech from him. Let's get this guy revived. And I'll probably upgrade this city so we get some extra health regeneration.
What do you need?
Well, needless to say, that could have gone a hell of a lot better.
You found me.
I am here.
Never mind. Abandoned Temple. Ooh. It's a rather interesting looking party. So many thugs. I really hate Master Thugs.
What do you need?
Oh, lesser.
I think that's always the unit. If I see that there's a Master Thug in the party, or Imperial Assassin, I just think, oh, I can't be bothered with this shit. Anyway, yeah, let's end that there. Unspoken, I think that's the one that I normally play at the start of the stream, when I've got the welcome screen up. I'm unspoken. Oh, I've got it on mute. Let me just take it off mute first of all. Then we'll have a listen. Yeah, that's the one. You've got very good taste, I've got to say, Beryl. That's my favourite track as well. That and what's the other one? What the hell is this? Binkingsel? I don't know. Yeah, I normally have this one playing at the start of the stream, at the welcome, you know, with the welcome screen going on. Yes. I mean, well, I'll put the menu there. Put the welcome menu. I'll put the welcome screen up for about 3 or 4 minutes, just while I'm getting prepared, and I normally put some music on. And I was thinking, what music can I put on from Disciples 2? And I thought, there's nothing really that gets me in the mood. You know, gets the blood pumping. Like, memorable things that really remind you of Disciples. So that's why I went back to Disciples Sacred Lands. Normally sometimes put a bit of Disciples 3 on as well. Did today.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Who said the Ranger is not to be trusted? Mine, of course it is. Don't trust the Ranger. But he looks lovely. He's just hanging about near an abandoned temple. That's fine. It's just the latest tourist hotspot. There's nothing wrong with that. Just taking in the sights. Where should we go from here? That is the question. Maybe I should have a little bit look around here. He shoots. He doesn't shoot an actual bird, does he? He shoots an arrow which turns into a bird. It's the one in Sacred Lands who actually trained a bird. You know, he had it on his hand and he trained the bird to run off and then bite people. And it made like a really strange crunching noise. I think the one from Sacred Lands which was much more dangerous and to be trusted even less. I'm going to go down here. Because I'm intrigued. Ooh, there's an unknown treasure which is unguarded. 2 potion of healings, yes. Okay. I quite like that. And he was like a ranger. Did he actually have a bow in Sacred Lands? I don't think he did he? He just used the bird to attack. It's just some guy who trained a bird to maul people. Which is just monstrous use of a pet bird. I just really enjoyed the sound that the bird made as well. When it swooped in. It was like someone like biting into an apple. That's the only way I could describe it. It was such a fantastic sound to come from a bird. Ah, memories. Would you be up for watching some Sacred Lands if I can get it working on stream? And can we think of a challenge? That is the next question. Now this looks interesting. This looks very interesting. It's someone with a separate name. He's not just called Imperial Assassin, he's actually got a name, this guy. Karastan. So I'm very wary about that one. That's another Master Thug, of course there is. Yeah, it was the crunch. Oh, I love the sound of the crunch. I also like the fact that every single unit had a little sound clip that played when they got hit. And I think the Squires was just something like and it was fantastic. You heard it every single time. Oh, hello. we've got some barbarian action going on. That's a nice amount of XP right there. I must say this map is very interesting. There's absolutely tons of towns. More thugs, because you can never have enough thugs. And good lord, look at that. Who the hell's that? We've got a white wizard over there. Is it a white wizard? Yeah, that definitely looks like a white wizard. Oh, the acolyte, yeah. Didn't he said a little phrase when he did the healing, like Orinsida, or something like that, wasn't it?
You're wasting my time.
That's fun.
Oh, that's
See that the Sacred Lands had so many things like that which just stick out in my mind so much more than Disciples 2. Sound wise anyway. It was brilliant. That and the voice for the Nosferat is just so much better than the one on this one. I love the voice of the Nosferat. First time I played through is the Undead Hordes. I heard his voice and said, "Yep, that's it. That's my main leader." Anyway, I'm going off on a complete tangent with this. I desperately need to find out where we're going with Slut Summoner. Probably need to stick around here somewhere. These guys are probably looking like our easiest option. I'm probably just going to throw some spells at them. Once the Centaur Savage has healed, how much is that going to take? 232. I might just leave that for another turn.
What do you
You
need?
found me.
Let's get this over
Then
with.
we'll throw some spells at this guy and then take him down. One of the most cringeworthy things in the series, magic words. What do you mean by magic words? Oh, the little things that they said? Oh, in Sacred Lands, the
What do you need?
You
apprentice, the starting mage thing. He had a little magic word, didn't he? It was like Invocare or something like that, and then the lightning came down. That was fun. Yes, you know the score, mine. Fresh blood at last. That was so much fun. He was
You're
great.
wasting my time.
And then Disciples 2 turned him into a frog. I just like the way that they did something completely different for the undead ranger leader. Undead Hordes Initiate. Oh, he stabs the ground, doesn't he, with the sword? And goes, oh! Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, yeah. To cut a long story short, let's stream Sacred Lands at some point and then enjoy the wonderful sounds that will come from that.
You're wasting my time.
Right. Let's go a little bit further. Oh, we've got more Grove Mana. That's very good. We've also got the Rigel Ruin. Alright, let's see. So we can get up to that plateau from here, can we? That's just a treasure. Okay. We're not going to go any further here because of that, let's face it. So let's get the thief turned around. We might go down this route at some point, but not at the moment. Nowhere else for us to go there.
Let's get this over with.
I'm trying to remember if death says something when it attacks. Do we even get death in Sacred Lands? Is it just wraiths? Is wraiths the top tier? that might be right. Yeah, I think it's wraiths, and there's nothing else beyond
Don't make an
wraiths,
old
is there?
man stand around in this weather.
Oh god, yeah. Tell me about it. I had horrible problems even just setting up Sacred Lands so I could record it for YouTube. It was bloody awful. It was just trying to get it to play in a window. Really, that was the biggest problem I had. Okie dokie. Let's research another direct damage spell. I'm gonna go for Swift. No, not Swift. It's a stupid thing to say. Actually, we don't have any other ones. Oh, there we go. We're gonna have to go for a tier 2 one. I'm gonna go for water damage. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna kill these guys. Yeah, I had a feeling it was. Yeah. I don't know why, for some strange reason I thought that we had death in Sacred Lands. Wraiths have the little scythe door there, and they just swing it. It goes bang. I don't really think we have to do much damage other than that. I just wanted to bring those archers down slightly so the mage can finish them off.
Get this over with,
Let's just pop around and kill him.
if I must.
That's quite a lot of damage. Okay, let's see if we can kill these thugs. It's a fairly nice attack animation. I don't know why it starts glowing white, but why not? We can kill this guy with the centaur. The screen is very small, then when you're battling the screen is messed up. The thing that I used when I was recording Sacred Lands for YouTube, fine, you can summon something in if you want, was, let me just see if I can get it. I had to use a particular program. You can definitely go back and get some healing. I think it was DXWND. It takes a while to get working, but what DXWND is essentially a program to get full screen programs running in window mode, and it gives you more control over the window that the program runs in. So maybe look that up, so that might help you. That's DXWND. That seemed to work for me in terms of getting Sacred Lands to work. I can't remember where I actually got Sacred Lands from. Give me just a second. Is it in my Steam library? It's not. I must have got it from GOG.
What do you need?
Make it quick.
And still had problems running it. Yes, I can send it to you on Twitter. That's fine. It's not a problem. Like I say, it took me absolutely ages to get it properly configured. And even then, it's not. Oh, thank you, Viral. That's the one you need. Mine. Is it? Let me just double check. Yeah, that's definitely the one. I remember the icon. Help me. That's fine. Well, put it this way: it helped me get to the point where I could actually run it. And that's what I actually used running the game when I was recording it for YouTube. I don't want your Blizzard. It's just not something that I want. Thank you very much. Alright, so Smut Summoner's 250 XP into his next level. I feel as if we've not done much in this stream. I do apologise. I'm just seeing the time. We're at 10 o'clock and all we seem to have done is just brought Slut Summoner over here. We're going at snail's pace, so I do apologise. That's no problem. I hope it works. I know everyone's computer is configured differently, but it just seems to me like Disciples has a problem running in any kind of windowed mode. I think it's a resolution problem. I think we possibly need to explore this area a bit more, but I don't know what to expect from this guy who actually has a name. So whenever someone has a name, then you know you're gonna have a problem. So they've got a name for a reason. Put it that way. Blizzard are alright. They're getting a bit too big for the boots, probably, I think. But they make very, very good games at the end of the day. I preferred them when they were a bit smaller. They seemed to be a little bit more humble. But that's just what happens when companies experience a lot of growth very quickly. I think we're probably in a good position to go for these guys. Whoops, not that one, this one. Grand Inquisitor, White Wizard, Imperial Assassin. Really? Oh, that Imperial Assassin's at least level 5 as well.
You're wasting my time.
Better new shoes in the top and the right, and the shop on the right. Which shop? Have we seen the shop yet? I think there's a shop up here. Is it somewhere up here? Is it? Also, what shoes do we actually have? Oh, boots is speed. Yeah, some better boots would be very welcome. Right, let's actually do something instead of me waffling on.
With pleasure.
65%. Yeah, that's fine. Two Master Thugs. I think we need a spell. Hold on a second. Does Slut Summoner have any movement points? He does. I'm gonna have to fully heal this guy though, but I think we probably need to step up our game in terms of being a bit more aggressive. Removing neutral parties. There's neither Grove Mana. Great. We will go up there at some point. We're probably gonna. It's probably going to be a while until we can take on this rather powerful army. No, it's not hugely powerful. I mean, the Master Thugs are fairly flimsy. I'm going to do a little bit more damage. The Bramble. And then I think that might do it. Oh, we've got a treasure up there which is unclaimed. I should probably make a note of getting that. Right, so Channel I can kill all the back line, which does mean Slut Summoner will take some damage. That's provided they do go for Slut Summoner. I'm hoping they are. I'm fairly tempted to go for the Witch Hunter and kill him just to reduce damage to the Centaur Savage. Then use the Centaur Savage to kill this guy, summon a tree in there. Then we shouldn't really take any more damage. See if that works out. Yep, they did what I thought. Please kill everyone on the back, thank you. Empire have all 3 units in the ranged archery tab, whatever it is, they're all ridiculously oppressive. $74 XP. That's not bad. 3 units in the ranged archery tab. In terms of the Imperial Assassins and Marksmen, Marksmen are pretty good.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I think that went fairly well. Not a terrible amount of experience as well. Where are we going next?
I am here.
The thing that concerns me is that at some point we're going to have to consider breaking down one of these barricades, which is essentially these fairly powerful neutral units. Does that one belong to the humans? It does. It belongs to humans. That's owned by the neutral. We could summon something in here just to see exactly what's behind it.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Your webcam seems to me that it's not speaking words. Is it desynced from the audio? I do seem to be having quite a problem with that at the moment. The webcam is moving, I think. It's moving for me. If it's not moving for you, then hopefully I'm not stuck in a very strange expression like I was last time. Send you back for some healing. Let's grab this while I remember. Gold ring. Don't really need it now, but fair enough. I know you said not to trust him, but I quite want to kill I really want to kill this guy. I'm going to take on the first trap, yeah. I'm going to kind of assume that I didn't heed or I didn't see your warning mine, so we'll go in pretending that I don't know that there's a trap here. So we wouldn't just normally go up against them with Slot Summoner. So let's do just that. Hold there, you! This is the domain of the pilgrims. You cannot pillage this ruin. Now return to... I'd have to get a bit closer to read this. Return to Gardarus, and tell them to stop sending in his henchmen to steal what is ours. You should really watch your words, thief. We are elves, not followers of this Gardarus that you speak of. We are only interested in the return of this land. That wasn't a trap. Oh well. No traps here, no sorry. How much damage is he going to do? 45. Might try and kill this guy. Oh wow. Yeah, we can kill him. Great stuff. Is that what is not supposed to happen? Mine. We've broken the game. Whoa, he was warded. He's warded against everything. What's going on there? Alright, that's a new one. Needless to say, I was not expecting that. Alright, let's get rid of the Witch Hunter and start on this guy. Hopefully our archer gets to go first, that would be nice. Ooh. Looks someone is in trouble. 43 experience. Not a lot, really, but it's better than nothing. He does have the trap boards. Is that it? It was a bit random in terms of a trap. Anywho, that was enjoyable.
I am here.
He does have the trap wards. So those wards are just like a random thing that's put on the guy. It's for sure that guy on the very left. The guy's right all the way over here on this side of the map. Okay. You desperately need healing.
Make it quick.
You need to investigate this abandoned temple, I think. Please let it be something that we can actually deal with. Not really. Warlock is pretty simple. We kill him with the Brigand. It's the Wraith that's going to be the problem. No, I don't think we can do
You're
that.
wasting my time.
Alright then. Well, it seems as though that trap didn't go very well. Oh! Can we have a look in this old house? We can definitely do that old house now because we've got the Brigand. I forgot about that. Right, fine. Let's not upgrade that city. Let's save our money and then we'll heal our guys in the next turn with the extra income. That's probably the better thing to do. Let's get everyone healed up. And then hopefully make a little bit of money from this old house. Very nondescript. Yes, I am mine. Thank you very much. God, it's like having a wife sometimes. Only joking, of course. I do, of course, rely on you to keep me right. Let's get rid of this wizard. Channel, I can't finish them off, so we're going to have to do this, which is fine. Centaur Strider always takes a lot of damage. Sorry, Savage. I always forget what they're called. Okay, tree gets the poison, that's good. Is the audio still desynced, by the way? Also, another question, is the audio desynced for me speaking, or desynced for the gameplay footage as well? Mom, what you got for me? 150 gold, that's not too bad. Staff of Thunder, 15 points of air damage to target units. Bleh. Blah, blah, blah. Why not move Clyde to the town where the temple is? Yeah, I can do. I'm not really bothered where he is. I'm just keeping him around, and I think he needs to be in the town near where we break through one of these powerful sentry units, because that's when we're going to see a lot of enemy lord units come through.
Found me.
I think it's those sentry units which are keeping them at bay at the moment. Cam is definitely desynced. Okay.
I am here.
I'm not entirely sure if it's been the same since the cam just completely shit itself and just stopped a couple of streams ago. How about the audio in terms of the gameplay footage? Is that, does that seem to be synced, or is there a delay with that audio as well? I mean, I think we're fine with in terms of the enemy lords. They can't get through because of these powerful sentry units. We don't really have to worry about them.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I wonder if we can actually kill good old Zythar. We've got a lot of money, so we could just keep on recruiting thieves and sending them round to keep poisoning him. What makes noise? I'm trying to think now. Menu? No, that doesn't make a noise. What about the options screen? Does that make a noise? It doesn't make much of a noise. Hold on, I'll turn the game volume up a little bit. And then I'll click through some units just so you can see.
I?
Make it quick.
Oh, Lassell.
What do you need?
Hopefully that worked. And I'll turn the audio back down, otherwise it can get a little bit too loud. It's just not matching up with the video. Okay, I'll keep an eye on how that goes. One of the YouTube videos that I exported from Twitch to YouTube was definitely delayed by the end. Game music looks in sync. Alright. Maybe it's the webcam I need to look at then. Where were you going? You going up there? That's fine. That's fine.
You found me.
I mean, is it... I'm assuming it's just a little bit of an annoyance. It's not obviously making it unwatchable, I take it.
Let's get
Or at least I
this
hope
on.
not anyway. Alright, you can get round to kill him, so let's just speed things up. We don't need the money. We've got all the upgrade structures ready, so let's... I say let's just go for it. No, I want the thief.
Liaga?
Thank you. Is there just one space that we can attack this guy? Oh, it's going to be a pain. 80% chance to succeed, that's good. Another go. Excellent. Assuming that we just can't get the other thief there. Yeah, we've only got one space to actually attack this guy, so it's pointless getting any more thieves.
Make it quick.
Oh, Lassell.
You might as well wait in there. It's probably wasted money healing the Centaur Savage, but that ship sailed now. I am. Still don't want that for 300 gold. You can stick it up your ass. Thank you very much. Also, what's this thief doing? Alright, so the legions are setting their sights on this neutral party. So it might be brown trousers time if the legions are looking to break through. There's no other reason why they would be poisoning that party.
You found me.
Okay. Well, he's had a fair amount of poisoning. I might have to move the thief away now. Otherwise... No, I'm being stupid. Let's do another poison. And then we have... Let's very quickly research Swift. It's only a level 1 spell, so it's fairly light on the mana. And cast it on that thief to get them out of the way. Good thinking, Yesterquest. 7 gold. Was it? That's lucky, isn't it? 777, that's the jackpot. That's what we want.
Liaga?
Oh, Lassell.
Alright, these guys are looking good. We can sneak around, hopefully kill the Necromancer and Zythar in the first turn with our Brigand, then just bring them back, I think. Centaur Savage is going to take a lot of damage from those melee units though, but he can take it.
If I must.
At least that's the idea. Can we kill these guys? Yep, that looks good. That is also good. Splendid. Zombie's going to do a little bit of extra damage. He's a level 2. Wow, and our channeler gets to go before him because of the bizarre rolls we get on our initiative. That's fine. We can take that damage. Yep, you is dead. Again. You just want me to have 777 gold. Your OCD kicking back in again, Mike. 124 XP. That's what I like to see. Excellent. Okay. It was very much worth it for not that much effort. Let's bring you back for healing for your savage.
You found me. You found me.
You can grab that. Death Ward. Does that help us with anything? Doesn't really help us with this because I don't think the danger is in the back line. The danger is in the front line with that particular army. No, we'll hang on to it. It's always nice to have a Death Ward scroll hanging about.
The Iga?
I am here.
What do you need?
Right. I think based on the fact that the legions are hanging around here, I'm going to bring Clyde to this city, and he can do just a little bit of guarding around here in case we need him.
Make it quick. You found me.
I am here.
You want me to spend 200 gold, do you? Now the video on webcam is delayed by a few seconds. Okay, thank you. I'll keep an eye on the situation. I have no idea what's caused it. It might have been the disconnection that I had earlier on. What can I spend 200 gold on? Well, there's that. And then if we garrison it with a Centaur Lancer, there you go. 777 gold. Enjoy it while it lasts, because I'm about to end my turn. We're going to get 200 gold, so there you go. Take a screenshot. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time for that thief. He's just ran off, undoing all his hard work in terms of poisoning these guys. So, not much point in him doing that, but you don't have to worry about the legions for a bit. Judging by the names, that looks like a couple of rod planters. They're the female names that the AI gives them.
Make an old man stand around in this weather.
So that's nothing particularly scary there. Could potentially go after this town of Regnalis. Although, to be honest, I kind of want to trigger this trap before I wrap the stream up for this evening.
What do you need?
After
Make it quick.
mine has been talking it up so much. Whoa, I don't want you to attack anyone. That would be silly. Silly girl. There we go. I could eventually have 777 gold. That is true. And I think that's just an instant win condition, isn't it?
I am here.
Now, what we have to bear in mind now, which is a very, very good point to try and remember. I'm not very good at remembering these things, but we've got enough mana to start casting Galleon's Boon, which, as we know, is a fantastic little buff spell which increases the maximum hit points of all the enchanted units by 50. So we've definitely got this to fall back on in terms of allowing us to take on some more powerful units. The trap will make me cringe, be careful. Right. Yeah, okay. Should I take this city first of all? With the power of Galleon's Boon. Might do, actually. Is the Imperial Assassin going to go for Channeler? That's the question. Oh no, your Centaur Savage is still damaged. Pooh. Let's use that.
You found me. Make it quick.
I'm going to see if I can poison this city. I want this city first. 40%. No, I don't like that.
Let's get this over with.
I will instead go buff crazy with Galleon's Boon. No, I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to just... I know it's sacrilege to use a healing potion when it's not going to heal full amount, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I want the Centaur Savage to take all the damage from these Spearmen. So I'm going to do that. Well, wasn't that lovely? So, that gives Centaur Savage 260, Slot Summers 180, Channelers 110. Brigand is a whopping 205. Could even bring the Brigand on the front line, you know. That'd be a bit cheeky. It's an odd trap up make you cringe, also be sure to check every unit. I'm trying to think what it could be. I've got an idea. Is it going to be the... No, actually don't answer. Leave it as a nice surprise. Right, we're going for it. No, we're not. I want also Ice Shield as well. Let's reduce the damage that we're going to take from this. Just concerned about that Imperial Assassin. Going for Slut Summoner.
If I must.
Who can you kill? Quite like the Cleric to go down in the first turn. I said, quite like the Cleric to go down in the first turn. Thank you. Obviously could have done without that poison. Anyway, let's see. I think the extra hit points should be just enough for us. Hoping anyway. Maybe we should use the Centaur Savage to try and kill this Imperial Assassin. I don't think it's going to be enough, but if our Brigand gets to go first, he can finish off the job. Oh, lovely boy. Probably should have killed the archer. I just want to build in some redundancy for any of these guys missing, I guess. Should be a nice amount of experience with that Imperial Assassin being on the front line. But let's see. 79, I will take that. That's no problem. Channel is very close to leveling up. And we've got ourselves another city, as if we needed another one. Damn you elves, you're too late though. The Empire has already sent a group of these researchers to retrieve the sigil from our library. Sigil? What do you mean? Did that peasant get an actual name? Is it Peasant Triff? Oh, it's adorable. Good old Triff. I almost thought it was called Trish for a moment. Okay, I normally wrap up the stream at 10:30, but I'm just going to let the next turn go because I want to see what this lovely surprise we have in store for us is. And then we'll wrap things up. Question is, are we going to be able to level up the mage? I don't know. I just don't know. We've got the upgrade structure ready and waiting for us, so that's nice. Now, bearing in mind, I'm not supposed to know there's a trap here. Let's just go wandering in and just say, "Oh, what's up here? Is this gold?" And guard Horus with what looks to be at least a level 5 peasant. You know, shit's getting real. What does he want? Can we just kill him? Should we have a little chat with him? Oh, there we go. Halt, travellers! Please seek adventure elsewhere for now. Our group is currently conducting research in the ruin here. Move along. Are you not the Empire's elite thieves? It seems to me like you are doing more plundering than research. How dare you! I am Gardarus, assassin and researcher extraordinaire. Not one of those stealing fools from the Drakkar city. What do you mean? Silence, fool. Bryn, Archibald, take care of them. No problem. Hey, what's wrong with their ears? I don't have my weapon. Just use your tools, whatever, jail them. That was fantastic. I think that's probably the best dialogue I've seen in Disciples for a while. That was hilarious. So we've got a level 5 peasant who's going to do a whopping 29 damage. A level 4 man-at-arms, still doing fairly low amounts of damage. And Garharus, which has all of his elemental wards, which we've seen before, so beginning to see a trend here. And he's going to do a lot of damage. Is he going to go for Slut Summoner, or is he going to take down the Channeler in one hit? That's the question. I want him dead quickly. So let's do this. Yeah, that's not that much of a surprise. You knew this was happening, mine, didn't you? Because you said, are we going to be able to level up the mage? Yeah, cheeky little bugger. Oh, we still couldn't one-shot the peasant. Does the peasant have armour? That would be marvellous. He does, he's got 20 out. Oh, everyone has wards. What the hell's going on? This guy's got immunity against air and an earth ward. I have no idea what's going on. But anyway. You probably played this like last week or last night or something, and you know exactly what's going to happen. You're just relishing it. Question is, are we going to get it? Are we going to get to kill him before the poison kicks in again for Slut Summoner? Yes, because the Centaur, Savage, and the Brigand are going to be able to take the turn, so I think we're fine. Provided that he actually hits. Yes, he does. Okay, we're good. I rather enjoyed that trap. As far as traps go, 10 out of 10. Would walk into trap again. Thank you very much. 62 XP. It is all mine. Only a minor drawback. There are still many ruins that can give me what I seek. Enjoy your victory. It shall be short-lived. Well. You haven't played Disciples for a month. That's very disappointing, mine. It's because I'm playing it for you. You're playing Disciples through me as a conduit. I think that's us done for the evening. I apologise if we haven't actually got much done. It doesn't feel like a lot, but I think Slut Summoner is a lot stronger now with his third unit. Although having said that, that third unit is now dead. But you get the idea. So I'm a little bit more confident in bringing Slut Summoner forward. I think mine, your idea is the best. Try and get Slut Summoner into a kind of a tank type role. Stick him on the front line, then we can make really good use of our back line then. I'm going to just very quickly double check just to see if there's anyone else streaming Disciples. There probably aren't, but I do like to check just in case I can host someone. You never know. It's always nice to have a quick look. It is not looking likely. No, sadly not. Because no one ever streams Disciples apart from me. I have a complete monopoly on Disciples. Yeah, it was a lot of grinding, I'm afraid. Just one of those things. Sometimes in Disciples you've got to do some grinding, sadly. But like I've mentioned before, like I've discussed, grinding in Disciples doesn't feel as disheartening as normal grinding does in, like, say, an RPG, because you still have to have your wits about you. The fighting still presents different and new challenges. But anyway, I digress, as I normally do. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely couple of days. As I said, I'm afraid the Thursday stream will not be happening because of prior engagements. I thought I was doing it on Wednesday night, but it turns out it's actually Thursday. I'd booked myself a meal, so I'm afraid I can't do the stream on Thursday as normally, so I will carry it forward to Sunday, and we'll be streaming there next. So have a lovely couple of days. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you streaming one day, mine, in which case you'll definitely get a host from me. Yeah, let's leave things here. Take care. I'll hopefully see you soon. Bye bye for now.